What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, we're going to be installing LEDs on the Tacomabeast headlights. I know this has been one of the biggest questions that you guys have been asking me, if you guys could install LEDs onto these. And the answer is yes. There is a proper way to do it though. And there is a specific LED that you need to get for these to make them bright. So if you guys do end up wanting to purchase this specific LED that I'll go ahead and show you right now, it's going to be in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get into the video and I'll show you how it's done. So the LEDs we're going to be installing here today are going to be the ones off of Tacomabeast.com, your one-stop shop. So if you do want to end up purchasing these at the end of the video, it's going to be in the description box below. So these are pretty cool because they are a smart 3-color LED, which I'll go ahead and show you the functions once it gets nighttime. I'll show you what it does. I do want to show you this. As you could tell, the back end of it is pretty skinny and it does have a built-in fan inside. So that's going to help with reducing space inside the actual headlight. And then you have your plug and play connector, which is going to be for an easy install. It is an H11, which you are going to need. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, locate the low beam. We're going to go ahead and start off with the driver's side headlight. So it's going to be the one closest to the fender. So you want to go ahead and now remove the rubber boot. These are really easy to take off. That's kind of why I like these. So you just peel it back. Once it's peeled back, you want to go ahead and stick your hand inside. It's going to be kind of hard to see the actual bulb, but it's going to be right here, and you just want to go ahead and turn it up towards you and pull it out. So of course this is the stock one. I like to save these just in case of anything. So if you are going to save it, make sure you don't touch that so it doesn't blow out in the future. So let's go ahead and remove it. Super simple. You're going to notice there is a tab here. Kind of pull it up, push back the bulb, just like that. I have the LED from Tacomabeast.com in my hand. We're going to go ahead and now plug it in. If you notice on the LED itself, it's going to have a plus and a minus, which is positive and negative. You want to go ahead and connect it. Just like that. Before you reinstall it, you want to go ahead and turn on the lights and make sure that you connected it correctly. If you did not, you could always just unplug and plug it the opposite way and see if it turns on that way. So there's the first one there, which is the brightest, second one, and third one. Of course, I'll show you guys at night, but let's go ahead and get back to the installation. One thing I did want you guys to take note on is there's going to be a groove here, a groove right here at the bottom, and a groove on this side. So as you can tell, 1, 2, and 3, and those 3 are going to go inside the headlight housing. It's going to be kind of hard to see from here. It's going to be those 3 notches for those to fit in. And inside, you're going to notice there is grooves, so that's going to have to catch on. Once it catches, then you go ahead and turn it towards the fender. Make sure it ain't going to go anywhere. And this access ballast right here, you could go ahead and stick it inside the headlight. So once it's done like that, so now for the rubber boot, you're going to notice there is grooves that go all the way around the whole thing. So when you go to reinstall it, you want to make sure all those grooves are inserted correctly. This is really going to be really crucial because if you don't do it correctly, then you're going to start getting oxidation and that will void your warranty. So keep that in mind. So when you go to push it, you're going to hear it clicking, and you're also going to feel it kind of like snapping into place, you could say. So go all the way around, and even though you go all the way around kind of pushing it in, you want to do it one more time just to make sure you've securely put it on, because like I stated, you do not want to get condensation into these. Let's go ahead and now move on to the passenger side. Now that we're going to work on the passenger side, you're going to notice on this side there is going to be the washer fluid reservoir tank. So there's 2 ways to go about this. So the first way, you could kind of stick your hand away and kind of work your way around it. Or the second way is removing it, not completely, but just kind of pushing it back. You do got to remember there is hoses connected to this at the bottom, so you don't want to push it too hard or pull it up because there's going to be fluid going everywhere. It is just washer fluid, but just keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and pull mine a little bit back. So it's going to be 1 bolt here and 1 bolt up here. Both of them are just a size 10. We're going to go ahead and now start removing the passenger side. On the passenger side, it's going to be the same. The low beam is going to be closest to the fender. So let's go ahead and now remove the rubber boot. Nothing too hard. I showed you guys this on the opposite side. I just wanted to go ahead and show you how it looks on the street when you're driving. These things are actually pretty bright. I would highly recommend them. I'm going to go ahead and pull over right now on a dirt patch just so you guys can see. For the people that do go off-road, you guys can see how they look off-road as well. but so far on road, they're actually pretty bright. Like I said, really worth it. Let's get to the next clip and just show you. I just wanted to show you how it looks when it's pitch black outside. I couldn't go onto the trail because it was locked, so I'm just showing you guys right now, basically somewhere where it's pitch black, as you could tell. So that's how it looks. So to change through the modes, all you really have to do is, when they're on, switch back, go back forward, and now as you could tell, it's on the yellow. And then once again, let's go ahead and switch back, turn it back on, and now it's like 4300, I believe it is, which would be kind of like a yellowish with white. So it'd look basically like your stock halogens. And then if you want to switch back to the LEDs, you just do the same thing. You go ahead and switch back, switch forward, and you got your LEDs back. So it's cool because it does have 3 modes, as I stated in the beginning of the video. And how it looks from the front, damn. So it finally looks, you know, nice and white instead of having that yellowish bulb in there. So I would highly recommend them. They will be in the description box below. They're highly bright, looks good, looks great. Damn. If you guys do have these headlight housings, I would highly recommend getting the LEDs with them. It's a good combination. Or if you are thinking of purchasing them, also buy the LEDs with it, and it's going to be a good combo. So if you guys do end up wanting to purchase the LEDs, they're going to be in the description box below. If you guys also want to purchase the headlights, that will also be in the description box below. I also have videos on reviewing them, and I also have videos on how to install them. So those will also be down in the description box below. If you want to go ahead and check them out, make sure to smash the like button. Once again, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.